Hey guys, I'm Chase Brogan. Today in this video, we're going to dive into this product right here. This is the Family Pocket Slim Station GP40 handheld video game console that's plug and play, ready to go with 150 games. Now, this has been on the market for a number of years now, so you're probably wondering, why are you doing a review and unboxing video of this old product? Well, here's the deal. It's currently priced at $15.99 on Amazon. That's Amazon, not AliExpress, where it takes a couple weeks for it to arrive. Amazon, where it takes 1 to 2 days with Amazon Prime. So, at $15.99 on Amazon, I thought, hey, this is worth re-exploring a couple years later to see if it's worth it, and if it's worth it at the new rock bottom price of $15.99. So we're going to dive into this. Let's get started. All right, guys, here is the box. We're going to go ahead and open this up. Here's the console. We've got a little user manual right here. Kind of open this up and take a look at it. So it appears to all be, oh, no, there's English on the back side there. All right, so it has instructions for navigating your way through here, walks through all the ports on here, all the control options here, charging options. Very cool. Definitely very thorough. It's got some graphics on here as well, so you're not just simply reading about this. You can look at the pictures as well. TF card, game making. Let's see. Oh, very cool. I haven't seen this before. It walks through step by step what you need to do to add additional games to this. So that's pretty cool. I've never seen that actually. You would think that would be common in handhelds. It's not. So right here we have a connection cable, so we can actually charge up our device. And then we have one of those little ropes, kind of like a Wii, where you put it around your wrist. You could tie this to the actual console, so if you were to let go of it, it wouldn't fall to the floor. Very nice touch. All right, we're going to put all that away, and we're going to take a look at the actual handheld here. So let's take a look. Very unique color. I definitely like the teal. This reminds me of my first Game Boy Color, was actually the teal one, so that resonates with me. We've got some analog sticks up here, which are, wow, they're sluggish. These have just terrible action to these. I mean, look at, as I try to move this one here. First off, the top actually spins. But if you just are trying to navigate with this, I can't even go to the left here. I have to kind of like readjust, and it's almost like a D-pad up there. It just doesn't, there we go. It's rolling a little bit better now. Really restricted though. Like, I'm struggling to get these to turn around here. They kind of go where they want to go. All right, so I'm not crazy about that right out of the gate. 4-button configuration here. We have shapes. So it's basically like a knockoff PlayStation style layout there and labeling on the buttons, but the buttons are very responsive. I can tell that right out of the gate here. D-pad over here. Try to get the side profile. It's gonna be tough, but if we take a look here, you can see it's actually pitted in the middle here. So your cross pieces kind of go like a half pipe. So the middle is at the low point, and then they go up like that on every angle. So it actually feels very comfortable to navigate like that. Obviously, I'm not in game or anything, but it definitely moves quite well. So I like the buttons. I like the D-pad. We have a plus and a minus here, probably to make settings adjustments. We have a play button down here, M button in the middle, which is likely our menu button, and then one over here, which might be like a back button. We'll have to see how all these work. We have our power button up here at the top. This is going to be our connection to actually charge this. We plug that cable in right up here. Over here we have, oh, HDMI port. Interesting. And it's blocked off though. I wonder if we can eject that. Let me see. I don't see any way to actually access that. It looks like they just like plugged it up. So I don't know. It's definitely not. I thought maybe it's like an SD card where you push it in and it ejects, but that doesn't seem to be the case. There doesn't seem to be any way to pry that open. It looks like they just plugged it up. Like they thought about putting an HDMI output on here, and then they just said, no, we're not gonna do that. So interesting. Down here on the bottom, we have a spot where we can go ahead and connect headphones. We also have our on and off switch down here located at the bottom. Now backside, we have this square right here, which is just part of the design. I almost thought it was like a kickstand, but it's not. It does not, retract or anything like that. Nothing on either side of the actual handheld. So that is everything on this handheld. We're gonna go ahead and flip the on switch here, and we'll fire this up and take a look at what loads in. All right, already loaded in. That was pretty quick. So there are 150 games on here. Now, up here at the top, we have F22, We have Super Fight in here. We have Road Hero, Monster War. I'm going to just kind of scroll through these. Now, it doesn't look like it tells us what collections these belong to, so it's just going to be like kind of a random assortment of titles. Tank. So I'm not seeing any titles that like really jump out at me. I mean, I'm sure some of these games are fun, but there's nothing that's like really jumping off the screen at me that I'm super excited to dive into. Like honestly, the most exciting one so far is probably Blackjack. So we're already at 50 titles here. Sniper, okay. Boxing Wrestle. Some table tennis. So very basic games in here for sure. So we're already almost to the end. And I mean, there's a handful of titles that I would play on here at the absolute most. All right, so let's dive into a couple games here and see what this has to offer. But so far, I mean, I'm not super excited about this. I mean, there's just not much on here. We're already back to the the first one here. Let's go into Road Hero. All right, so in order to exit, we're going to go down here to quit. Now, it's not a riveting game to play by any means. I mean, it's fine, but I don't think that I don't think my kids would be too amused by that for more than maybe 2 minutes. Let's try this game, Attacking. Not really sure what we're trying to do here. We're trying to blow stuff up or what? I don't see anything to shoot. So using these analog sticks is tragic. I mean, these barely, there we go, there's something to shoot. Back here. I think we got him. Like, I'm really fighting this analog stick to move around here. And the D-pad down. Oh, I'm at the bottom of the screen, okay. Weird. I mean, there's not even anybody in here to shoot. Unless you're supposed to like blow stuff up. I don't see that working. We saw one helicopter or whatever that was. I don't see any more. Okay then. Let's try one more game. Let's try Tank. That sounds like fun. All right, this isn't like super exciting by any means, but it's not bad. All right, let's try to use the analog stick again. Yeah, you're better off with the D-pad. All right, I think we won. Again, not an exciting game by any means. All right, guys, so $15.99 for this handheld. I honestly thought that I was going to be able to tell you guys that, hey, for $15.99, what do you expect? Even if it works, it's worth it. If it has 150 games, it's certainly not the 100,000 games we see advertised on countless game drives or plug and play consoles these days, but 150 games for $15.99 on a handheld is still pretty sweet. Unfortunately, there's not a damn game on here I could care less to play. I mean, there's some that are okay. Tank wasn't bad, but like, would you play that for more than 3 to 5 minutes? Probably not. It's just not exciting. The analog sticks on here are absolute trash. Like, I'm struggling to even move left or right, much less like try to navigate, in a circular motion or on a diagonal. Buttons are very responsive. D-pad's fine. I mean, it's a pretty cool looking handheld. I think this would be great for my kids if there were games on here that I thought that they would enjoy. Unfortunately, I don't think that they are going to like any of the games that are included on here for more than a couple minutes. It's just, they're not that exciting. They're not known games. It's just very lackluster as a whole. So I wouldn't recommend this. Even at $15.99, I mean, I guess if you think that any of these games would be exciting to you or who you want to buy it for, then $15.99 is not a bad deal. It is a nice handheld. It seems to be nicely put together. The screen quality is great, but with what's loaded on it, it's just really a dud in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think here. $15.99 on Amazon. Let me know, would you buy something like this or would you pass on it? Personally, I think I'd pass on it. I just don't see any use for it, for me anyways, or for my kids that would be bored with this in a matter of minutes. But let me know what you guys think in the comments of this video. That's going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys know the deal. Thumbs up on the video on your way out. And of course, hit subscribe to stay in the loop for all future videos right here on the Chase Brogan YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one.